Hello Saber fans, welcome back to Jimmy's battered workbench. I don't have the nicest work mat ever. It's used, do all my soldering here, all of my installs here. So it might look a little bit grim compared to others, but I actually do work on mine. As it could have a really nice one like a lot of other people do, but I don't need to ruin it. I am going to be walking you through today one's a very new item and one is a relatively new item to those who haven't been seeing the Saberbay Facebook page. So, I'm kind of going to do this video in a little bit of an order because the Fallen Order grip for the JSJ Saberbay Survivor comes as the most accurate pommel there is. This is how it comes, and there's only a couple little light vents because there isn't really any light vents on the one in the game at the pommel, but some people have reached out and saying they would like some more light vents, which is fine. I can do that, which I have. So I have created this version here. It has some additional holes in it. The reason this one won't come with your Fallen Order grip is because, well, this wasn't exactly planned, but it's just something a couple of people have said they wanted, and I'm happy to oblige. So it captures all the same detail, but what I've done in a couple of spaces is I've just added holes into it, which this also gives me an opportunity to go through assembling these two parts here to get the correct orientation that you want, which I wasn't able to do this, last time because this one, my phone ran out of battery. Before I knew it, I'd already glued this together and it wasn't captured on film. So I get to run through it again today. So this part is also going to be available. These are both going to be available through my Shapeways store to buy as prints, as multi-jet fusion plastic. They're still extremely robust, despite this one's got more holes in it, it's still extremely solid. Got all the same details, just a few extra holes where some of those details were. I wonder if I can actually show you on camera. So let's start with the spindle. Here we go, so you can see here, I've cut a few holes through certain places, and they'll become more visible once we get nice light down there as well. Right, so first things first, you grab your bush, and then because this has still got the thread on it, I've designed it so it can be printed and it still threads in. Thread it in by hand, find the threads first. There we go. There we go. A little bit by hand to make sure. Right, so I am going to be following Austin at Historia Workshop, his pommel that he sent to me, which is his accurate pommel weathering. So I'm going to try and stay consistent with what he's done, which is top-notch work. If you haven't seen it already, go check out my other video regarding what he's done, the unboxing of his work. It's beautiful. So I've got that all the way down, threaded down quite nicely. I want to try and follow what he's done there. So, to do that, I'll look at what he's done. So the spindle is just a little bit off centre out there. So he's got this section here, it's about there. I'm not going to go super accurate because I'm not that kind of person, but that's close enough. So, what we do, grab a bit of tape. This is the best way to do it. I haven't got anything brighter than black tape, which I know is black on a black surface, so it might be hard for you guys to see, but the intention's there. Grab your bit of black tape. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to fold it down here. So I'm going to go with the alignment of this damaged area here, this gap here, in the actual hilt. Stick that there. It's approximately right. So as long as you know where it is, it doesn't really matter how you do this bit, as long as you know how you're going to orientate it. Take this off, grab a Sharpie, and again I know it's black on black, but I can still see it whether you can or not. To you. You can use anything you want to. You don't even have to buy this part printed in black. You can buy it in grey. It's still not visible once the hilt's fully assembled. Unscrew it. Find your marker. So, not sure if you can actually see my marker. Maybe I'll see it actually. Oh, there we go. Yeah, just about. And then what I'm also going to do is I'm going to then see where that is. I'm going to mark that down here as well. On the underside here with my Sharpie, because the moment you then clock this in here and place this down here, it's stuck down there. Now the reason I've given you this option here is that you can have, not only have you got the one that comes with the whole Fallen Order assembly itself, but then you've also got another one. If you want to drop them out, twist them in and drop out the accurate one for the holy one, I think that's the best way to call this one. It's the holy version. Then you've got that option there as well. So you can buy these parts and this part and have as many goes as you like. They're not too expensive. Shapeways pricing is getting more and more expensive though, so it makes it very hard for me justifying pressing on a markup on anything, which is rather frustrating. But there we go, got that. So then you're going to grab your glue, because you do want to glue this on onto here to keep the orientation. If you do not glue it on, you're just going to be turning this and turning this, and it's not going to be threading in. It's going to be very annoying for you. So, got this. I'm using industrial grade Everbuild Stick 2 Super Glue GP. Other fine glues are available. So I'm just going to put big squidge here, big squidge here. Cool. Okay, I can still see my marker pointing towards me. Move your super glue out of the way so you don't spill that onto yourselves, like so. Right, got my bit of tape, got my marker facing me, got my bit of tape facing me. Place it down. And then put it into place. And whilst that's setting, you need to wait for that to set. Put that to the side. Remove that bit of tape. There we go. So whilst we're waiting for that to set, I also get rid of this. Declutter as we go along. Right. We also have the new Covertec for the Fallen Order Survivor hilt for the JSJ Saberbay version. Big problem with this hilt. How are you going to clip it onto your belt? No real way. You see like the Disneyland version, they got Covertec up here or something like that, and it looks awful. And equally, I'm not a big fan of actually having a Covertec on here, but it's the most practical solution, and it's really useful for this style of hilt, where you haven't got the repaired version of the pommel with the sling loop on it. And if you're using the staff version as well, and you want to hang that off of your belt, you have no option. But I come up with a solution which is only for the JSJ Saberbay Survivor Fallen Order hilt. So, what you get in your baggie: Covertec aluminium block, 2 silver screws, and a black screw. All you're going to need is appropriate size Allen key, flathead screwdriver, and another Allen key. Get your grub screws out of your hilt if you've already put them in. So, here we have a brand new Fallen Order Survivor hilt. I want to put my Covertec on the side opposite to the switch plunger. What I'm going to do is I only put mine on with 3M tape, so I can peel them off very easily, but they don't fall off and they don't come off unless you really try and pry them off. So I'm going to remove the 3M tape so this doesn't stick down to anything. Now this is spare, put that somewhere safe. Then I'm going to only need to remove this screw here and this screw here. So I'm going to do just that. Guys, if you want to put it on the other side of the hilt, you're more than welcome to. You can choose which side of the hilt it goes on. I'm just choosing the way that I want it to go. So put that down like that. Grab your aluminium block. Now I've included the indentations along the sides. You see that line on both sides. So that lines up with the rest of the line that goes around the hilt. So put that there. Grab your countersink screws, put them in position, like so. Grab your flathead screwdriver, find the thread, screw them down, do that one loosely, and I'll do this one up all the way, like so, and I just nick this one back up again. The reason I do this a lot, and some of you don't know, best way to do up multiple screws of one item, put them all in loosely, and once they're all then in place just about, then tighten them all up. If you go ahead and you've got more, especially if you've got more than 2 screws, if you tighten that one up really hard, you might find your whole alignment of the other ones, the whole alignment for the other screws in whatever place it is or whatever you're screwing together, might not be aligned correctly. So you're best at getting your screws all in place first and then nicking them all up at the end. Cool. And you've got your Covertec wheel right here, got your screw, drop it in place, like so, grab an Allen key, put it in there, and do up your Covertec wheel. Small neck, there we go. So you might be wondering, oh, you've removed 2 grub screws, does that matter as to sleeve orientation? No, because you've still got 4 grub screws holding that nice and tight and in position. So that's nice, that's good, that's in, that's not going anywhere, it's not rotating on me. Just grab a Covertec holder, and there we go. And now you have opportunity to hang your Survivor Fallen Order with a Covertec attachment if you want to. As I say, it's a very weird balance point. It's right in the middle for some of the for the Fallen Order configuration, but it's the best place to put the Covertec. It's more practical for using the staff version, but then it doesn't matter, you've got somewhere to actually hang it on your belt. So it's really useful for all you cosplayers. So stick that to the side, that one there. Right, how are we getting on with dry time? That's reasonably dry. It says this is going to undo. This is going to undo when I stick it on into the grip. Let's do it gently. I found it first time. I'm not going to wrench it. It's on there pretty tight actually. There we go. Cool. How's my alignment? Okay, that was hard. Aligned. Yeah, pretty cool. Pretty good. Close enough to Austin's work. Right, so now you're going to want to see how that glows. Now I haven't installed this end. Well, I did install it, but then I took out the installation to put in this one to get some nice photos, and equally this one is more important to install. So I'm going to take off Austin's work there. So first of all, I'm going to show you it without the crystal first. So I'm just going to change the colour. Cyan, that's my favourite for this design. Also glows really well. Actually my favourite is orange, but it doesn't show up so well on camera. That's one thing I've noticed, and I'm sure some people who specialise in light technology can tell me about that. There we go. Cool. And let's clip on the Fallen Order crystal. Nice click, twist and click chassis, available at Saberbay. And then just put this through here. And then you can see crystal chassis, nice bit of brass print there. Sorry guys, camera doesn't focus very well. I've got my hand there. How cool is that? Let's turn off that light. Press Nate. Cool. And there we have it. So, more of the add-ons to the Survivor. What's coming next will be the quick detach coupler, which is underway. Looking forward to that one. Which is for the staff mode, so you can quickly detach your hilts and reattach them. And then after that, I think the last mod, potentially, unless something very, very strange happens during the gameplay, of which I am taking a couple of days off just to run through the game. Equally, I want to run through it at my own pace, but I will be looking for stuff as it goes along. Next thing might be the Quillian vents that we've seen on the broadsword version. So I'm not sure if you've seen the game, but you can wander around with two different setups for your lightsaber, and one of them is a broadsword version where the blade's extra long, but it seems to require two Quillian vents that come out the side. I've actually got print here. For those of you who don't know, I test print all of my hilts, so it's going to have ball catchers on it, and basically it'll extend out like that. I know a lot of people aren't very big fans of it, but this hilt has the capability to have those as neopixels on the outside. And yeah, there we go. So that's another thing coming as well. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I've got some big things coming up that I'm going to go through. Shall I? Yeah. This arrived today for me to go through and do the inspection of. It's the Chosen Victor hilt. If you didn't know, it's a competition winner. Originally concept designed by Casey James. He won our design competition, and so he got to have his design engineered and made. So I modelled it all up and engineered it from his concept design, and then we got it made through the Saberbay, through Shane, and it is gorgeous. Copper, brass, anodized satin black, polished aluminium. We've got a nice anodized finish up here around the emitter and on the plunger as well. This is the pre-production sample. I'm going to do a video on this soon enough, but man, this is lovely. It's absolutely gorgeous, and it fits in a hand wonderfully. Not thick, well made, good sound venting. I've actually got my chassis floating around in here. At the moment it's not secure, I've only got half of it in there. I was just testing the diameter fit. But yeah, that's it. Switch there, switch there. Enough of that, I will break that down in another video. Guys, thanks for watching. Thank. It's Friday. I've been at work all week. I'm tired, forgive me. Thanks for watching. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe. Follow me on Instagram for more of my design, engineering and install work. Thanks guys, catch you in the next video. Bye.